Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Desync. And I have realized several fatal flaws in my idea. 1. Overkill. The Nether is a large place, but I can travel faster through the Nether. Not So Secret Saturday may not have the Nether. However, I am not guaranteed to be having this as a center point. So I shouldn't overkill this design if I don't have to. So I should really only worry about, like, everything between, like, beta, alpha, and all that fun stuff. Which means this needs to be a 4-station. It needs to be. There's too much space for 8. I can always build a second station somewhere else. And just in general, that is a very painful process. Like, 1, I'm already not fantastic at Redstone. So, I'm not gonna have a good old time with that. Secondly, with the amount of materials that I have left, considering my cards have up and vanished, never to be seen again, I need to actually simplify this design anyway. Because good half the building materials are gone. And I also need food. That's what I'm doing here. I am slowly falling apart at the seams. This poor cat has seen better days. I'm just running in circles. So what I'm going to be doing is rapidly downscaling the scope of my ambitions here. Because my ambitions are way too large. Alright. Hopefully this is enough. That's a skeleton down there. I am not going down there. Or maybe I will. He's coming towards me anyway. Goodbye. Come on, I just need pork. It's not a hard thing to give me. I am famished over here. Stingy little guys. Stop being stingy. I need these. Thank you. Much better. Alright. I now have a food supply again. In hindsight, maybe I should have brought a grouping of seeds so that I can grow stuff here. Because otherwise I'm not going to have a great time. I'm going to have to keep doing this every so often, it seems. I don't exactly have a chest for anything to stow. Put that down. You, drop you. Give me drop you. grass is in here. Let's move this over here. Move this over here. Put you back in the chest. Get a better sort on this. Alright. Food acquired. We're gonna cook another stack of stone. And yeah, that should be good, because I shouldn't need anything more, if anything. Alright. At the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to time lapse this, because I, at this point, have no clear idea of what I'm doing. So I'm going to ow. I am going to need to make something. So we will come back with a nice time lapse for what in my brain am I trying to do. So what is after roughly 3 hours, I can safely say that anything involving redstone that doesn't involve a piston, ow, is beyond me. I don't know binary. And as you saw many, many times over through me trying to figure out how to make a switch with all this garbage, that I just was not understanding. I understand the concept as of I need to flip tracks to go certain ways. I can get that, and I thought it would be cool to try and have a switchboard up over here, and that just was not happening. I am going to leave this hellstone back here because it's just, I've already placed the blocks. I'll just pick up some of the redstone so they can flatten out the ceiling. But as you can see, I gave up. I kept the color board, but beyond that, there is not much I can really do without having some really advanced redstone knowledge that I am just incapable of. I can do a lot of things, but I require pistons. I require pistons because I know how to make a T flip-flop. I know how to make... I can understand them with a piston. I cannot understand them when I only have these two items. Like, I was trying to make little buttons. Little buttons acting like little trackpads or little levers. So, like, punch this button and the entire system above of this will turn the ability to have a single track line exit onto the correct track, and that just was not happening. I just couldn't. The mental fortitude I have does not compute. So, I'm building something a little simpler that doesn't require me to have a mind-melting amount of stuff. I'm still keeping the little trackpads, whatever you call it, because I think they're pretty neat. But other than that, I can't do redstone, not without pistons. I mean, I could do simple redstone if I don't... But whatever the hell I was trying to do to make a functioning redstone track system, not happening. I do hope to use this eventually, or use this more. But in its current state, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get more than 4 systems in here anyway. Cause there's just no space for them. So I'm really never gonna be able to use more than 4 in here. There is the ability for more than 4. I was trying to do the ladder trick, or the ladder booster, to kick me out, and I clearly don't understand how to make that work. Even though I was staring at the design and trying to get it to work, it was not happening. So that's out of the picture. The ladder booster would have allowed me to at least loop these things back up into the ceiling, and then I could have mini boosters. In theory, I can reuse this booster if I can figure out how to switch them, but I don't. So instead, what we got is this cobble monolith. We got this cobble monolith that now needs nicely made. Oh well. I gave it a good shot. I gave it a good shot. So we're just gonna finish building out at least the interior, and then we can work on making a semi-pretty exterior. I've got a few thought processes, especially on how to light this thing up, because this is not the nicest thing to look at. I'm gonna have to build a shell, and the shell's gonna be very interesting. For now, I am going to just try and put at least a wall up. I have no more cobble. So this poor abomination, not going well. That's what's happening here. None of this went any remotely nicely. My dreams crushed, hopes dashed. It's okay. So I'm sure throughout the time lapse, it's like, what is he doing? I'm going through many iterations of how do I make what I want work, and eventually coming to a realization I don't have the skill. The skill is not there. It's like bare minimum, I need pistons to function. Anything more advanced, I need Redstone, the Redstone update of 1.5. So I'm very sorry to have failed my Redstone minecart track, but this is okay. I can live with this, hopefully. I mean, it still does the job. It still will take me to where I need to be. So, got that working. Now, I have noticed that in my increasing attempts to make it work, I have made it ever increasingly difficult to get out of here. Or just maneuver. Alright. Exit, 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 exit. It's like a little bit like Swiss cheese, but that's okay. Make sure I don't need to do anything else up here before I rip everything apart. Redstone. Okay. I'm gonna rip everything apart. I'm not gonna be coming back up here. The only thing I'll come back up here for is to put on a roof. But for now, I need this gone because this is now so disastrous that I don't even understand what it's doing. Come on back. These have to stay because I'm doing southeast, not southwest. Southwest is overriding, so to force them the correct direction, these redstone torches have to stay. So even if the wall is like over the redstone, I have to keep them. Okay, let's just go the back way. I don't think I'll ever need to come back here, but I'll build a new walkway anyway. fine. Here. Okay. Now at least have a singular wall that I can work with to design anything remotely pretty on this thing. Oh, that was a bad idea. Now, of course, at some point I'm going to need to build a proper way in here because clearly I've forgotten rule 1 of leaving an entry point. But with this, I'm going to reopen this little pocket. Let's put a window. Let's put a giant window between these all of these. Same loose design right here. There we go. Got something to work with. I suppose I could try and install these rails, but I'm not going to because I don't need to. Say, torch the middle of these guys. Now, considering I am no longer having anything on the ceiling, I could make these a skylight instead of a redstone block. What I do, this is the station kind of selector. So these have to be open, which leaves this and this for a completely see-through window. There's this stupid... Can't wait to be able to tinker with that and figure out what exactly that is doing, considering that is annoying to not be able to place blocks like that. Alright. And let's punch out right here. Cool. And do I want to make that 4 high? I think I do. Which I will take you, and we're going to complete this part. Nice. Cool. So with that entire disaster explained, I hope you all enjoyed watching, and we'll see you all in the next one. Hopefully, we can get this station complete. Oh, this poor abomination. I had such high visions for this poor thing. Bye-bye!